Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. But before I get started, hopefully this week I could start talking about other cryptocurrencies again, like LCX, Flare, Nexera. There's a DAG video that I've been wanting to do for a while as well. But I finally wrapped up that massive job I started back in December, so hopefully it frees up more time to put together other videos. Because I work long hours and sometimes I get home really late, and it's easier for me to put together 2 XRP videos than it is to go and research 3 different cryptocurrencies. And there's always a lot of stuff going on around XRP. Big announcements, a lot of FUD. Even today, I'm going to talk about something that David Schwartz said that people are FUDding on now once again. But hopefully this week I could start making more content. So we're looking at XRP on the 1-day chart, sitting here just above 50.5 cents. And you know, pretty much we went sideways again today. I'm just waiting for something to set this cryptocurrency off. That's what I'm anticipating happening. And hopefully it happens very soon, because I know a lot of you are also frustrated, because I see it all the time in the comments section. Ripple will broaden to real-world assets and multi-chains as payment not getting enough traction. This comes from David Schwartz. He revealed this while speaking in a recent X Spaces session. In the session, the Ripple CTO said the slow adoption of cryptocurrencies for payments in general, despite these assets presenting a better infrastructure for payments than traditional finance systems. According to him, this area has been underutilized by crypto enthusiasts. He stressed that while some networks such as Bitcoin and Ethereum could pose challenges of high fees, other blockchains, including the XRP ledger and scalable POS networks, have no identifiable disadvantage when leveraged for payments. David Schwartz stressed that with this slow adoption, Ripple's payment business is not getting as much traction as he envisioned. But then he walked it back a little bit. He says, I guess I didn't pick the best phrasing. There's no blockchain that people are really using for payments, at least from my perspective. XRP Ledger was built for and is great at payments, but I don't think anyone is satisfied with the current level of adoption. I think XRP is being used in payments, but David figured that we should have a lot more adoption by now. And I've been thinking the same thing. You know, when I was buying XRP back in 2018, 2019, 2020, people back then were saying next year is going to be massive because all these banks are going to go live with XRP. But we were still held up with the SEC, which I think really slowed Ripple down. I think that's what really held back XRP along the way, and I'll show you why later in this video. But now it looks like Ripple is going into the US market after 3 years of quiet. So maybe this will bring on that much bigger adoption, and maybe then we will start to get those daily announcements around the United States. This company, this bank working with Ripple and XRP. And I think it's because those payment licenses that Ripple was gathering all during this bear market, we're now going to start to see what that was all about. And hopefully adoption here in the US happens at a much faster rate. Because, you know, once the US starts to adopt crypto, especially like Ripple and XRP, other countries will be quick to adopt Ripple as well, even outside the United States. I mean, some countries are just pro-crypto, other countries are just anti-crypto. And the US, in my opinion, is still anti-crypto. And remember, Brad said that they will announce their partnerships when their partners are ready to be announced. So how many other partnerships are out there with Ripple? How many of those are big partnerships that could lead to a lot of, XRP moving on a daily basis. We really don't know right now. It could be massive. It could be just a handful. But at some point in the future, I'm sure we will know who those partners are. And I think David Schwartz went big on tokenization because there's a lot of money there. Plus, Ripple went towards custody and carbon credits as well. Plus, look at all the growth happening on the XRP ledger. So I still think we're very well positioned today compared to where we were just a couple of years ago. Tokenization is about to revolutionize the XRP ledger, and Ripple's CTO David Schwartz unveils the timeline, 12 to 18 months. But he said this a couple months ago. So are we about to see some price movement come from tokenization? That's the big question.
That's one of the many reasons why the XRP ledger is going to be a good place to launch tokenized real-world assets. I think we'll see that in the next year, year and a half. I'm hoping that we're going to see, as real-world asset tokenization projects grow, I think the XRP ledger is going to be a really good platform for them to launch on, particularly because of the low fees and because of the integration with the DEX, with the proximity to sort of the movement of funds. The ability, if someone's going to buy, what do you want to do with a real-world tokenized asset? You want to buy it, you want to sell it, you want to hold it, you want to transfer it. And if you want to buy it and sell it, you want to be able to do that with whatever asset is convenient for you. You don't want to tie, if you tokenize some sort of debt, like you don't want to tie it to US dollars because then that limits access to it to people who have sort of proximity to US dollars. One of the things the XRP ledger is good for is giving you sort of proximity to many different assets, and that exchange is seamlessly built in. So I think that's going to make, that's one of the many reasons why the XRP ledger is going to be a good place.
And I think a lot of people are going to choose the XRP ledger over other networks. Because, the XRP ledger, it pretty much gives you all the options you need when it comes to tokenization. Plus, it's very cheap. And like I always said, if something's cheap, people are going to use it because everybody wants to save money. And then there's this, victory for the SEC, and as Ripple is ordered to reveal 2022 to 2023 financials, post-complaint contracts, and details on XRP institutional sales proceeds. Now, here's the way I look at this. Some people are saying this is a massive win for the SEC, of course, but this is also kind of a win for XRP holders. Because we hold XRP. We should know all the financials around Ripple. It gives us a better understanding of what we're holding. And right after that ruling happened, this happened. Massive XRP transfer from Ripple right after Judge Netburn granted the SEC motion to compel in its entirety. Settlement amount? 120 million XRP valued at $60,886,309 transferred from Ripple to an unknown wallet. So of course people are speculating that the settlement happened. But I think if that did happen, right now XRP would be skyrocketing in price. And it would happen so fast, anybody waiting to buy XRP would just get left behind very quick. Get rid of Gary and crypto wins. Take a listen to what Johnny Deaton said here. I thought this was great.
Yes, the first thing is getting rid of Gary Gensler. And once we get rid of Gary Gensler, if we get someone in that says, listen, we want to be, pro-business, pro-investor, but pro-business and work. It's not that difficult to say, here's a framework. This asset class, we can't apply 1934 Securities Act laws to this modern day technology. So we come up with a framework and say, if you meet these markers, it's a commodity and it's going to be governed by the CFTC. If you don't meet these factors, then it's going to be deemed a security governed by the SEC. It's not that difficult to do. And if we get some smart people, which this industry has, we could solve this just like that.
And that's what we need. It would be so easy to have a framework put in place. But I think they're still holding that back because they still want to crush crypto in the US. A handful of politicians in Washington are just every single day. Their whole thought process is, I'm getting rich from the banks, so how do I make my banker friends happy? I stop crypto. That's what it comes down to. And there's a reason the SEC, Bill Hinman, gave Bitcoin and Ethereum a regulatory-free pass in 2018. Same reason they sued Ripple in 2020. Regulatory capture of the better technology. And this is where we were in 2017. The top performing cryptocurrency in 2017 was Ripple's XRP, with a staggering increase of 36,018% in value. It went from 0.0065 per token at the start of 2017 to around $2.25 by the end of the year. In comparison, Bitcoin, which is more widely known, only saw an increase of about 1,300% during the same period. Ethereum, another popular cryptocurrency, saw a rise of about 13,000%. Ripple's impressive performance in 2017 can be attributed to its unique approach to facilitating cross-border payments and its partnerships with major financial institutions. While it's important to note that the past performance is not indicative of future results, Ripple's success in 2017 certainly made it a standout in the world of cryptocurrencies. And that is why they had to stop Ripple and XRP. Plus, they were gaining way too much traction around the world, partnering up with too many banks, jeopardizing JP Morgan Chase. And you know, nobody will ever change my mind on that, because if the SEC did not hold Ripple and XRP back, where do you think we would be in price today? We absolutely would not be sitting here at 50.5 cents. Most likely by now, we would be $10 plus on XRP. But instead, Ripple got sued, and they paid, what, $200 million in legal fees to fight back against the corrupt SEC on behalf of this entire crypto space. And I still don't think Ripple gets the respect that they deserve for fighting back. And, you know, I know at some point, once this case ends, that's going to be absolutely the day you want to be holding XRP. That day is going to be one of the most exciting times you are going to see as an XRP holder. After that, the next excitement you're going to experience is when utility kicks in and drives the price. Because once that happens, there's no stopping XRP then. Nobody knows what kind of price points XRP is going to hit. And I don't even think we would see these massive pullbacks anymore. We would be sitting at a high, stable value, moving the world's money. But until it happens, you gotta stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.